Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Mike here on a Saturday. Hope all is well in your neighborhood and what you're going to proceed with in life today. But let me just share with you what I got going on. I'm just going to do some flyers here and just talk to you guys a little bit. I'm not going to probably make this too in-depth of a video, but here's what I'm going to be doing today. Putting out some flyers for Turbo Pay Lines. Got my envelopes, got my flyers, got my leads. That's the gold mine right there. And what I do is I just take the flyer and make it in a Z formation, as you guys see right there. And I make sure when they open the envelope that they see the top headline and the top paragraph. I don't put it in like this. I want them to read that envelope, that flyer right at the top. So the way I do this is I buy these windowed envelopes, as you guys know I recommend, and I buy them with the adhesive at the top so you can just rip this off. You know, I think gone are the days where you have to lick envelopes. People probably still do it, but I don't recommend that. You know, and I just stick this in here like this. Try to do this one-handed. Actually, I got to show you guys how I put my label on first. I apologize. But the way I do this is I just simply throw this. I line this up is what I do. Okay, so that way you don't have to do any guesswork. And I actually told you wrong, I apologize. Let me just start with this guy. It's kind of hard for me to do this one-handed since I'm doing the video with you guys, but that's okay. Nothing special about this video, just good old-fashioned marketing. And I just line it up with the window. And then I just put it right there. Okay, so this guy named Albert's going to get a nice surprise in his mailbox. And then I just turn that over. And there's the ad copy. Throw her on in. Stick on this video, watch it to the very end because I want to share some information with you guys about what I'm making for my lead capture page for on my online marketing campaign. So the finished product is this. That label shows through the windowed envelope. I turn it over. I rip that tab off. Put that down, seal it up. You can sit down and do 50 of these in front of your TV at night while you're watching TV or while you're listening to the radio or in bed. Heck, simple, stupid, easy. Keep it simple, stupid, guys. Remember the KISS principle. And then, of course, good old Uncle Sam demands we pay money for our postage to send them through the mail. So the Pony Express has to make their money. So I take the stamp, and you guys know where this goes. Right up there in the corner. I do not put a return address on because people that see mail coming from people out of state that they don't recognize, if they see it come from California, they might think, well, I don't know anybody in California. This must be a solicitation. And boom, this gets thrown. This once-in-a-lifetime opportunity gets thrown in the trash. You don't know really, guys, what's going to set a person off to really, when they sort through their mail at the mailbox. You know, if you go out to any local post office and just watch people, they'll stand there and sort their mail, and some of it might go in the trash, some of it might go in one pile, some of it might go in another pile, and they might take this here, throw it in the trash, take this pile, take it home, take this pile, whatever. People do whatever they choose to do with the mail they get, but the goal is to get this open. So I don't put no teasers on here. I don't use bright colors like blue or, you know, yellow or anything, because I want this to look like it's coming from a business. I want them, the number one goal, first and foremost, is to get this sucker opened. And to get it open, guys, it's just this. That's it. No return address. You know, and I don't get no nixies. Okay? None. None. And realize nixies are typical because, you know, when people forward their mailing, when people move and they don't forward their mailing address at the U.S. Post Office, there's no way that this can get delivered, because they might be running from a bill collector and might not want people to know their address they're forwarding their mail is getting, they're going to. So they may be hiding. So it's impossible to have a perfect list where every mailing address on that list is updated and clean and not a nixie. But I don't worry about nixies, and I don't worry about response rate either. You know, I get that question so much, it gets old. I mean, Mike, what's the response rate? What's the response rate? Well, first and foremost, I don't know how many flyers you're putting in the mail every single day, every single week. All I'm doing is putting out 50 a day. That's my plan. Now, maybe you can do 100 a day. Maybe you can do 40 a day. Maybe you can do 50 a day. Maybe you can only do 25. But I recommend you mail 20, 30 a day to start if you're on a budget, and crank it up from there. I'm mailing 50 a day. I can mail 100, 200 a day if I want, but I don't want to kill myself. It's a Saturday. I'm going to spend some time with my family, probably take my kids to the movies today. And that is that. And that this is not about throwing thousands and thousands of dollars at once out the door and then just sit back and wait. I would rather you guys put out 20, 30, 50 a day like me. I'm going to do 50 a day. I'd rather you do a little each day, 40, 50 a day, or 20, 30 a day. Then take the 500 that comes in your startup kit, you throw them out in the mail. Or you do 1,000, throw them out in the mail. And then you say, well, I put out 500, 1,000, I'm just going to sit back and wait for it to roll in. And now you're broke and you can't mail no more because you've expended your marketing budget all at once because you're so excited and gung-ho about this. And I understand people are excited about this program. That's a good thing. But when you throw 1,000 at a time, you spend $600-700 on spending a 1,000 campaign of these right here going out in the mail, guys. And then you throw out $600-700 into that, when you could have, instead of mailing 500 or 1,000 at once, you could be mailing 20, 30 a day and just doing that. I'd rather have you do that, okay? 20, 30 a day, but the key is consistency. You put them out every single day when the mail goes, Monday through Saturday. You know, if I do 50 a day, what is that? 51, 52, 50, that's 300 a week. Now, that's realistic, guys. And when it happens, I don't worry about when it happens. And I don't worry about if it happens either. Because I see the money. I visualize it coming to me. I know I'm going to make money. That's the thing with me, is I believe I'm going to make money because I see it and visualize it in my head. And it just comes to me. Okay? And I'm not here to brag or boast about anything, guys. But let me tell you what. I tallied up the week and on this piece of paper. And don't think I'm bragging or boasting here, but this is the potential that you guys can have if you stay consistent. Start with the 25, 30 a day. I'm going to add this up real quick. I pretty much know how much I've made for the week so far. And this is just me. This is not me even paying. This is not even counting what I've paid my members for the week, guys. Should I just write the date down here and how much I've made each day? What was that? Monday I had a $2,500 day. Tuesday $1,150. Wednesday $600, $500, and then yesterday was over $2,800. If you add that up, I'm over $7,500 for the week, just for Turbo Pay Lines. So that's what I'm about, is just consistently putting something out there, whether it's a video, whether it's flyers, direct mail. Those are the two things that put me out in the industry. And this is something else I've been working on. Check this out. This is from my online marketing campaign I'm going to be starting soon. I did a video concerning you know, the source and the person I was going to partner with. But this is where I'm at. I've made a lead capture page. This is a very nice lead capture page. I'm very I like this very much. This does not exist anywhere else on the internet, and it serves its purpose. It don't have to be, you know, hypey. Attention marketers, discover how I generated 32,000 in only 8 weeks, and how to use this method to explode your business and live your dream lifestyle. And then I got a picture of that, and then I got that, enter your best email in the box, and I'll send you a free copy of the blueprint I used to your inbox. Simple. Boom. So I've made the lead capture page up. I got to make a website up. I made this from scratch. Okay, there it is. If I hit preview, that's what it's going to look like for the finished product. Let me show you what it looks like on a tablet. There you go. And let me show you what it's going to look like on a mobile phone. There you go. So people can view this on a mobile phone. They can view it on a tablet. Let me exit preview. I haven't actually published this lead capture page yet, but I will once I get, you know, everything squared around. And speaking of direct mail, you know, I'm going to put out my 50 today for Saturday, and Monday I'll put out 50 more on a Monday. But I only want to take maybe a half hour, 45 minutes to do up 50 of these. I don't want to kill myself. I just want to be consistent, and that's the key, is consistency. When people, you know, tell me, they email me and say, Mike, I've mailed my 500. I feel like telling them, well, that's great. That's wonderful. But how many are you going to put out today? See, I'd rather you put out 20, 50 a day instead of put out 500 the first day you get your startup kit. You know, your startup kit in the mail. And you throw out 500, and then the rest of the month you do nothing. It's about consistency. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay? And I just ordered another 3,000 leads. And this is the list I'm going to use. This is the top producing list. It's been producing probably for years. I'll put this mailing list against anything out there. Any other list, I will put this mailing list against. And I bet I could take this one list. I did order another list over there. I'll take this one list, and I bet you I could beat out 90% of the people doing direct mail with this one source. Okay? Every quarter it updates. I work with one of the top brokers in the industry. I do not work with MacroMark anymore. I do not work with DAJ Direct anymore. I do not do business with Mega Media anymore. And there's a reason for that, because I got the scoop from you know, somebody on this. And I just stick with my one dude that I work with that used to work at MacroMark. He don't work there no more. He tells me the top lists. Whatever ones he tells me to do, that's the ones I go with. And he knows his stuff. So I work with him only. I don't do business with anybody else. I do put a couple other vendors in there in the startup kit. The millionaire mailer list that I put in the startup kit is a good list. I've made a ton of money off that. And that is from a guy named Gerald Peters in Texas with DBN. And he has good names. And I know he has good names because he's a self-made millionaire. And I've used his names. So that's one of the resources you're going to get. Now do yourself a favor and do not, guys, do not wait till you're out of leads to order more or ask me, how do I get more leads? I'm going to say, you know, when you had about 200 or 100 left, you should have taken that form in your startup kit, filled it out, and sent it in so you don't run out of leads and you're sitting there and you can't put any leads out. So this is what I'm going to be about doing right here today. Putting out 50 of these. Won't take me very long with this hot list. And remember guys, do 20, 30, 50 a day to start. And then when you make some dough, you can crank that up to 50 or 100 a day. Just be consistent, because consistency is the answer. Don't just do this for 30 days and quit and fall out. If you're going to do that, guys, like probably 90% of the people that get in these programs, you shouldn't even start. Okay, you got to get off the finish line in order to finish the race. Just be consistent. Here's the new lead capture page I'm getting ready to launch here soon. Hope you guys have liked the video. Go on and subscribe, like the video, pass it on. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and a happy Saturday. And we will see you guys on the next video. Turbo Paylines is the answer. It's the vehicle that can take you where you want to go in life. God bless and bye for now.